imported basket subtotal. We have our basket subtotal where B is our less expensive basket. Okay, we finished with calculations. This is the first part of the assignment. Now we are going to the second part. The second part is apply the discounts. Apply the discounts. Okay, let's go to discounts and let's start with the first function. The first function say apply a threshold discount in case if the subtotal of your basket is like exceed some threshold, we want to apply some discount for you. In case, for example, if you buy more than $100, we discount you 10%, something like that. And we return the discounted subtotal rounded by 2 decimal points. Okay? Okay. First things first, let's create the function. Def apply. Let me copy this, it will be easier, avoid typos. Apply threshold discounts. Same as before, I always like to create some documentation for every function so we know what we have in here. Okay, in this function we have 3 inputs. It's the subtotal of the basket, the threshold amount, so in case you want to change this threshold amount, we have it in there, and we have the discount rate. So what is the discount that you wanted to apply? So these are the 3 inputs. The rule: if our subtotal is greater or equal than the threshold amount, we just apply the discount. Okay, it's easier one. So we want to follow the rules. If subtotal of our basket is greater or equal, greater or equal, then our threshold amount, then discount will be equal to subtotal times the discount and return subtotal minus the discount. And we want to round this. Okay, round times 2. Okay, we round this to 2 decimal points. And else, in case we don't pass this amount, we just return, let's round it again, just in case, subtotal times 2. Okay, and that's our function to apply a discount. We just discount the rate, and that's it. Threshold amount. Let me see if we can test it here. Apply threshold. Okay. We need to apply threshold here. Rosetta toolkit dot discount import apply threshold. Okay, let's test it. After threshold discount 10%, it will be reduced to this. Okay, it worked. Yay! The second one is compute the taxes. Okay, compute the taxes. Def compute taxes. How we compute the taxes? So we have our inputs. The inputs will be the subtotal and a tax rate. Depending on where you live, this tax rate might change. So the rules is you have a given subtotal, we just have to apply the taxes and return. Okay, the taxes is the same as the threshold discount, but the opposite at the same time. One is less and the other one is plus, you know? So that's how you compute your taxes, okay? So the tax that you need to pay, tax to pay, will be equal to subtotal times the tax rate and return round tax to pay, 2 decimal points. Okay, that's how we calculate the tax to pay. We have a subtotal, we apply the tax, and that's how much are you going to pay in taxes. Okay, now with these taxes and the discount threshold and the category discount and all the charges that you made, we are now able to calculate the grand total from your basket. You know, now we can calculate how much are you going to pay for your all basket. So you can hear this one I copy and pasted from here, guys, in case you wonder. I copy and paste it from here. So now we need to calculate the grand total from my basket. To do that, so we are going to loop through every item in the basket, calculate the subtotal of the item, apply the tax and discount, and return the whole value of the basket at the end. Okay, it seems like could be tricky, but it's not. Okay, so in here, to do so, we already create a function. We already have created a function that calculate our basket subtotal. We already created a function that applies a threshold discount. We already created a function to calculate the tax. So we already have everything. We just need to reuse it. Okay, for that, from grocery toolkit dot calculation, import everything because I want to import everything from there. Okay, now first thing that I have to look for is my subtotal of my basket. So subtotal, it will be basket subtotal, I think was the name. Yes, basket subtotal, and we pass all the parameters from our basket subtotal. That is basket, second is pack of item, items. The third parameter is category discounts, put it down below. Third parameter is not that only the last parameter from our function. Okay, return an integer. Okay, now we have the subtotal. What we have to do now, calculate if our subtotal meets the threshold. Okay, so discount subtotal, it will be apply threshold. We need the subtotal equal subtotal and threshold amount, the threshold amount, and our threshold rate. Threshold rate equal is discount rate. I put it as discount rate. Discount rate equal threshold rate. Okay. There we have it. We have our discount in case we need it. So now we need to apply taxes. Okay. Now we say